Right, hello everyone, and welcome to my decision making presentation. My name is Loren, and this is for Communications Class 250. Again, my name is Loren. I'm in my junior year at ASU. I'm studying for my BS in Communications with the Accelerated Master's Program. Been married for 10 years. I have no children but two fur babies, and I'm a hobby photographer, primarily for wildlife and landscape, and I am an avid reader. So for my personality assessment, I got the architect. Uh, Basically, I possess vision and pragmatism. I have a very analytical mind. I'm always looking several steps ahead. I'm independent, self-reliant. I have an intellectual mindset. I am introverted, objective, assertive, and highly organized. Do I agree or disagree with this? This assessment, in my opinion, was 100% accurate. I'm definitely introverted until I'm comfortable with those around me, but I do also like to keep my circle small. Um, I'm definitely assertive. I'm not afraid to speak up. Uh, Sometimes I can be a little too direct, and it can be taken as me being a little harsh or a little brash, but it does always come from a good place. I'm not malicious, but I definitely have been told I can be a little too direct at times. Um, I'm very organized, probably a little too much, probably bordering on some OCD tendencies. Um, but I'm definitely one of those people that I know where everything is, everything has a place, and that's where it goes. Uh, Again, with the self-reliant and being independent, I do prefer to work independently. Not that I'm opposed to working in groups or teams. I've done that. I've been very fine with that. I don't have an issue with that. Um, but if I am given a choice, I do prefer the independent work. Uh, I'm always looking ahead and I'm always figuring out what's next. It's always what's going to come next? How am I progressing? Am I doing enough to get to this next step? So I kind of jokingly say I'm just always planning, but that is part of who I am. Um, as far as being creative and always looking for the truth for my vision and pragmatic side, I mean, that's very true as well. So I believe that Dewey's model of rational decision making is what aligns best with my assessment. And that's because it is a very organized, step by step way of making a decision. We define the problem, we establish the criteria, we consider any alternatives, what are the advantages and disadvantages, and then we implement a plan. For someone who is very organized and very rational, this plan kind of just backs all that up. Some of the potential barriers on decision making is um, I do lean more towards the factual side and analytical side as opposed to being on the emotional side. Um, so that can raise issues where, again, I can be very direct and it's, well, this is what the problem is, this is what we need to address. And I do tend to forget that there can be an emotional side that can alter any of the decisions that or problems that we may be addressing. I'm also very much of what is the specific problem? I need to know what that is so we can address that and we can fix it. So if we're tailing off from what the specific problem is and going into a different place of something that, well, here's the problem, but we have this problem because of XYZ, sometimes it can be a little hard for me to differentiate between the problems and what some of the issues are due to that problem. Um, Being able to execute the plan, I want to find the problem, I want to address it, I want to come up with a plan and just move along. So again, it's a very systematic approach. It's not emotional based. Um, it's just, again, it's very analytical. It's very rational. It's this is what the problem is. This is how we're going to fix it. And not being able to see past that sometimes can be an issue for me. So, in conclusion, we came up with the architect personality assessment. I do agree. Dewey's model is what resonates best with my assessment, in my opinion. And then going over the barriers of me being a little too direct and a little too um, not emotional enough to see all sides of the problem. I do hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to watching the rest of your presentations as well. Thank you.